I feel sorry for you, Prime. Your allegiance, these humans. The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
Hey, AJ. What up, girl? So,
What up?
thank you for
What up?
doing the show, and yeah, we're here to talk about who wins, how they win, and as I understand, are you here for Team Spence or Team Bud? Is it Spence? Who do you
Team
think wins?
Spence. Team Spence. I got Spence in this fight all the way. I think the reason why he, I just think, he's just too big. The size, he started his career at 154, and he's gonna rehydrate probably to like 175 on the night of the fight. He's just gonna be way too big for Bud, and I think that he's gonna go to Bud's body. He's gonna get him against the ropes. Bud won't be able to withstand his body attack, and the accident didn't affect him in the slightest. And honestly, Bud's never fought anybody. Like, who has he fought? Like, seriously. He fought a one-legged Jose Benavidez. Sean Porter was washed when he stopped him, and Kell Brook was washed. And who the hell was the Mean Machine guy? The Mean Machine dropped him. He made him take a knee. So it's like, it's like, come on, man. This fight won't even be competitive. I got Spence probably stopping probably 7 rounds.
Okay, so you see, this is what the scripted that they always come through saying. So, hold up, we're gonna do this with Lisa. We're gonna do this with Kenny, and we are going to. So, if you're usually Team Spence, it's a pack of Bud. His fat ass will throw it in. But too little, too small. He ain't fought nobody. Who he fought? The Kardashian.
That dude was a bum, man, for real.
Yeah, he a bum. Bud a bum. Bomac a bum. He Camp a bum. They're all bums. Yo, big fish.
I got a question. Wins clean night. Is he gonna be an immediate?
Now watch. We didn't even know. You can write this in a motherfucking book. Okay, so we get to a couple lads and one specific lad he jumps on.
That's the thing. You can have the best of 5 all you want, but
things. Yeah,
I normally don't get mad at the comments, but bro, Bud switch hitting is so overrated. He fights 80% of he fights 80% of 85% of the time in southpaw. He fights an orthodox for like maybe 2 to 3 rounds. Then he fights like the last 9 rounds until the stoppage in southpaw. He fights an orthodox until once he start getting hit, he switches. It ain't like he's switching fluidly. He does it at the beginning of the round most of the time, or in between rounds off the break.
Hey, go back to what you said. I believe that he goes back in a straight line because it's like him and Shakur does something with distance. They know where their feet is. So when he's jumping back, he's usually taller than his opponents. And I believe that's why he jumps straight back, because he usually has that height and that range. But with Spence, they're like the same height. So unless he fights somebody taller, I think that's just what he's going to keep doing. But you are right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I can see how he win, but I could go into like details and film and hours and hours of stuff I watch, but like if you want to dumb it,
I feel that Spencer's had too much damage. That plays a part of it. That retina, nobody could tell me that's not going to be a problem. Yes, you fought Ugas. We saw your teeth leave the booties in. Your teeth was out. You got in a couple bits of problems with Ugas, who is not a known puncher. He's not.
In addition to getting knocked in the ropes, he got stunned twice.
he got hit with 2 punches after the ref said stop.
No, as you can hear, the excuses are plenty. They're still in the booties. How many times?
No. I counted. Okay, one time he got knocked into the ropes. Then the second time they was exchanging, and he got stunned twice.
Got stunned twice in that, 3 times in that fight.
So
But he pulled it. Ugas stood there like a punching bag, on fucking legs, and
That's what happened when you ain't got no legs because you've been punching your hip all night. You can't move.
I mean,
you get punched in your hip all night. By the 5th, 6th round, you can't move no more.
but you know, 4 loss Ugas ain't really anything to brag about.
Yeah.
You know, we do know Bud has taken. You know, Errol Spence has never fought beaten an undefeated or even faced an undefeated fighter.
Okay.
Campo.
Champ.
one.
Sorry, an undefeated champ.
Oh,
champ. Let me just rectify.
Oh Lord, we talking about resumes. Good God Almighty.
Yeah, we do. You know why we talk about?
That's right.
I was thinking the best names on Bud resume is like people that Keith Thurman and Spence beat first.
You see, this is he ain't fought nobody bullshit now. He ain't fought nobody. Okay, so we're just seeing that this is the rhetoric that they're coming with already. He hasn't fought nobody, guys. Okay. Okay, but the best, look, true, let me just give you the accolades. Whether people that their fighters hasn't got the best resume. Your fighter's only been at one division, so we like our geezers lineal 2 times. Our geezers undefeated, undisputed, 3 division champ. Like when you could compare that, then we'll speak to you. Then you lot started the other side of the street. So we all know why Bud couldn't get the PBC fighters. And when
Tim Bradley started that years ago.
Okay, yeah. Tim Bradley discovered the deflection isn't the Buddhism. But then who coined the term? But then guess who took the baton? Guess. Sprints. Yeah. Errol Sprints. He took that and ran with it too.
Only thing I can say about resume is you can name Danny Garcia outside of Sean Porter. Danny Garcia is better than everybody that's Bud fought on his resume. That one name is better than everybody's on it.
He's done nothing in welterweight.
I ain't talking about welterweight. I'm saying in general.
140. He's talking about 140. I know what he's talking about.
I'm saying in general, they're still better because who is Bud fought at 47? That's a notable name that Spence ain't fought or Thurman ain't fought. It's the same thing.
But you as an avid boxing watcher, you know why Bud couldn't fight who Spence fought. Let's not play dumb. You know why he couldn't.
He tried to fight Danny and Thurman, but they didn't want it.
Allowed to. No PBC fighters was crossing the other side of the street. You know it. I know it.
Out of all the top guys Spence fought, they fought all the same people, but Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia
sent Danny an offer. It was turned down.
Danny Garcia.
I'm not giving him flex for that.
47. He ain't done nothing at 47. When you lot are talking about this one-legged business that Bud fought, Jose Benavidez, how comes you guys were so happy when Danny Garcia beat him years later, coming off a draw, and then he went
I don't care about either one of them dudes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Everybody was like, Danny Garcia was in that middle of the ring crying like he just fought Muhammad Ali.
Oh, I don't care about neither one of them.
But then why you bring it up then?
You mentioned him there.
Because we're talking about resumes.
Yeah, so that's
okay. But
do you see the double standards that they give you? But why you brought up Danny Garcia, right? But then when I had to counteract what you talked about with Danny Garcia, I don't care nothing about those guys. So why the fuck, like Lisa said, why'd you bring them up then? Let's go on.
But see, I can trump everything. Bud beat Jeff Horn, who beat Pacquiao, Hall of Fame.
Everybody argue all the time that Jeff Horn got a gift and Pacquiao got robbed.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna be petty. See, we can go tit for tat about everything,
But to his defense, Ugas beat Pacquiao. I mean, it's over.
Yeah, True.
Don't that make it a watch?
But how comes it's good for when Spence beats the guy that beats Pacquiao, an old washed up Pacquiao, may I add? But when Bud beats the guy that beats a much younger Pacquiao, it's a problem. So, mate, this is the channel where, we deal with stats, facts, and data. It's not going to be able to go above our heads. Like I said, I'm not made out of sugar. Like, I'm built for this. But don't get this all twisted out here. Like, you're not going to be able to pull slick ones here.
I'm a Bud fan, but to his defense, I don't think nobody gives Spence credit for beating Ugas. He was supposed to do that.
I was saying we don't get credit for that at all.
one thing that we don't do, guess what we don't do? We don't talk over the host. That's what we don't do. All right? I give respect, you give it straight back. Is that the deal? We don't talk over. I let everybody speak. All right? So what we're gonna do is, Say?
All that shit about Crawford resume, that shit cap.
And then what you've just said, I could just dismiss it as cap as well. So, it's cap on both sides then.
It's unfair. Most of the undefeated fighters that he fought, you go to their resume, the person they beat to get the belt wasn't nobody.
Oh, well, such is life. So do you care about resume or do you not care about resume? Because you've contradicted yourself here. Which one is it? Crawford didn't give birth to them. It's not his fault. He fought who the champions was, just like who Errol fought who the champions was. That's it. If you want to play semantics, we can break it all down. I've already did a resume and deep dive on both of their resumes. So, like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. When he beat Jose Benavidez, he was one-legged. Well, now 6 years later, or 5 years later, or 4 years later, he was still more one-legged and with a defeat. But when it was your guy that beat him on the PVC, nothing was scrutinized. But when Bud took his O and he was fresher, that was scrutinized. When Jeff Horn gets beaten, and Jeff Horn gets beaten as the big guy that beat Pacquiao, whether you think it's a gift or not, okay, well, Ugas wasn't even the real champ.
Yeah, everything working on my end now, Lady Chann. Thank you.
You're not going to beat me in this one.
You said Crawford took whose O? Because when you talking about Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez,
we're talking about Jose Benavidez, Danny Garcia, Jose Benavidez.
Is he a Spence? I'm going to say Spence never fought him.
We know him. I said, but when you was just giving props to Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia. Do you see? He was propsing up Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is the best guy that Spencer's fought, better than Terence Crawford in the whole division. And now you see, all of a sudden, now when I'm saying, but listen, Danny Garcia, you lot gave Danny Garcia mad props for beating a super washed up Jose Benavidez, who'd come from 147, being like 6'1", going to 160, having a fight there, getting a draw, coming down to 154 and getting beaten by Danny Garcia with that same one leg years later, dragging it years later. And Danny Garcia, the best thing since sliced bread, according to these PBC nut huggers, that wasn't able to even fucking drop or stop fucking Jose Benavidez. So, is this, that, and the other. I said, Danny Garcia's done nothing at 147 and he went up to 154. I didn't hear any critique for Danny Garcia being an old, one-legged, undefeated
he was
fighter.
Spell it error.
And then when Bud did it and stopped him in the 12th round, you guys said he was one-legged and that wasn't, and he was undefeated, but he's one-legged, so that discounts everything.
Not to you guys. I never cared to see that fight at 54 in the first place. I watched two.
Okay, so why the fuck did you bring him up?
Welterweights fight at a different weight.
Bring him up. You did bring up Danny Garcia.
Because we comparing resumes. Danny Garcia's.
You said resumes don't matter and Bud's resume's trash. So which one are you doing? Resumes not trash or resumes are trash? Old flipper.
Danny Garcia's resume outside of Sean Porter is better than everything on Terence Crawford's resume.
Oh, so you are doing resumes again. The confusion is inevitable.
If you go by the people that both of them fought, the people that he's fought is better.
At 147, you talking about?
They're better, period. Danny Garcia is better than Ndongo, Jeff Horn, and all the other people that you're talking about.
En serio, mi hermano. No, stop. That's your opinion. You've got nothing. Yeah, that's not a fact, but that's your opinion. King Asia Math, what up, Dad?
Thank you.
Let the panel know if we can. Panel, can we hear him now? Can he hear? He can hear us, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
do.
I couldn't hear y'all. But what the situation was, I couldn't hear you all, so I had to go back and reset my device. And yeah, y'all heard. And I'm watching on two devices, so I could hear you from my TV, but I couldn't hear you from the device I'm speaking on. But it's all good right now. Thank you for having me up on the panel.
We got Flossie Sports TV. You got a pal with you now, Flossie. You got a pal. You got another Spence pal. Go ahead.
I was like, it ain't even about this. He said that's an opinion. You could compare him and the other person. Then you look at those resumes, and the person that you're talking about on Crawford's resume has fought nobody.
There's the punchline. No one's fought nobody. Crawford ain't fought nobody. Anybody on his resume that he has fought, including the 4 undefeated champions, they've fought nobody. So, but we don't do resumes, but we do resumes when we want to do resumes. But because our fighter's resume really isn't as good as the fighter that you're talking about, Chann's resume, guess what? Because we're fanboys and we can't adhere to stats, facts, and data, we're just going to go with the heterosexual Bible. He ain't fought nobody. Whatever.
Literally nobody.
And Chan, you remember my Spence impression? Remember, didn't I say he fought nobody? You remember I said that?
Yeah, we always say that. They always say that. Oh, Bud hasn't fought nobody. So if he ain't fought nobody, listen, how comes he's undisputed? He ain't fought nobody. He's fought champions clearly, and they was undefeated champs as well. Don't care what quality of champ they was a champ.
The quality matters.
Okay, well then Errol Spence's quality is trash then as well. The quality matters. So okay then. So Errol Spence has never fought any undefeated champs. So if the quality matters, that means Errol Spence's quality level, if it's trash for Crawford to have fought undefeated champs and given them their first losses, but it's not trash for Errol Spence to have never taken off belts that were held on his side of the street conveniently for him by defeated champs. Make it make sense. It's losers. The losers are in the booties. Well, because he's fought no undefeated champs. That quality matters as well. Good for the goose, good for the gander.
Yeah. Undefeated don't matter when your record's inflated.
The best one.
Undefeated doesn't matter when your record's inflated. So your record's inflated, but remember, Bud hasn't fought anybody. So how can his record be inflated if it's been... You've said the record's trash. So which one is it? Is it inflated with good fighters? Because you said the record is trash. So yet again, contradicting himself. But you know what? The lad's only 25. He found that out. He was just born. He was born 2 decades ago. He don't really know. He's just come on fanboyism on level 1.
When your record's inflated, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
So
it's more impressive.
That's like being an undefeated belt holder that never fought in the States and get blew out as soon as you fight a top guy.
Yeah, an undefeated belt holder for me, it looks impressive. And things in context. When you put things in context, you guys know why Bud didn't have access. It's like we're just repeating ourselves. It's like beating a horse. You got to repeat yourself when you're talking to these fanboys. Repetition is on a trillion. We already know why Bud couldn't fight the PBC guys. Because the PBC guys, Al Heyman weren't allowing them to do that because he knew that the loss would be in the booties. The belts would leave the booties. He knew that. Al knew that. Al booted.
I mean, that's another subject.
So could I ask him a question, sis? Let me ask you a question.
What is his name? The one with the E. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I don't know his name.
Hold on. At least
we're gonna blame it on sides of the street, and he ended up fighting all of them anyway, but Danny Garcia and Ugas.
Let me ask you something.
No, that's a lie.
And when he got Crawford, got it too. They ended up fighting.
And the ones that he did end up fighting, like you said, but they have to be trash then, because you said his resume is trash. So even the similar fighters that he fought, if they was good for Errol, why are they trash now for Bud? Which one is it? Trash for Bud, trash for Errol? Is it good for Bud and good for Errol, good for Errol, good for Bud? At least stay on one side of your fucking street. You seem like you can't even stay on one side of the bloody street. Fucking lame.
Still,
Okay, what's your name?
Let me.
Flossie Sports TV. I'm
Yo,
just,
let Lisa
I'm just
talk.
saying.
Lisa wants to ask you something.
Yeah, because maybe we don't all hear each other. That's what I was saying. Flossie Sports. Let me add entertainment. So who's the best win on Danny Garcia's CV in your opinion?
Yeah, you go a lot of different ways. You got the Red Catch fight. He beat who else? He beat
Red Catch fight.
He got Red Catch, Zab Judah, Eric Morales twice, Amir Khan.
Oh, you said Red Catch.
Right
Lucas
there.
Matisse.
I just got you. Okay, Lucas Matisse. Yeah, Eric
Look,
Morales
I
was
just named like
older
3 or
though.
4 people.
Tevin Farmer beat out the Red Catch.
Did he fight
I'm
Brandon
just
Rio?
saying. Yeah, but okay,
Did he
you're
fight
just
Brandon
saying
Rio?
that. You're saying the other guys old, but Eric definitely a Hall of Famer, no doubt. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Go on. Want to hear the
I'm
rebuttal?
listening.
Yeah, no, she said it. Go ahead. Rebut.
Well, about them being old.
Because we're not talking about no Ivan Redcatch, really. Are we really doing that? Okay.
I mean, who did Julius and Dungo beat?
He was a champ, sir. So
No. Now when we talking
I
about
think he
people being
beat.
old,
Bro, Julius Ndonga was not old. He's now washed. Now he is. At the time, he was an undefeated fucking champ.
and I bring it back.
Tarnowski and Ricky Burns.
He's a champ.
He's
and
a champ.
who has Ricky Burns beat?
But Flossie Sport and LadyChann.
They just moved the goalposts. Listen, resumes matter or they don't. Which one? Because you've contradicted yourself at least 7 times so far. That's your lucky number. You've made that number unlucky.
And these are good talking points. These are good talking points, and we've been talking this definitely over since COVID. Yeah, 5 years. Mm-hmm. What I mean, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yeah. But with all the facts,
fight.
Exactly. That's what I was about to get to. So unless it's just
oh, now this has got nothing to do with the fight, but you spent 20 minutes on talking about this. You see, they don't even have standards. They don't have any standards at all. Just 0 standards in life. God, I wonder how they make household decisions and decisions in life. Like, if this is how their mind really thinks. Fucking hell.
Hey, we just want to hear each other talk and who sound good. In a way, it does matter. I feel Smith's going to beat him because really that's just what my intuition is telling me. Yeah, I know it's things.
So now you've got intuition. No facts, no stats, no data. So all of that's discounted. Everything that your pal over here said, he tried to run factless, dataless, statless stuff. But he thought they were stats, facts, and data. Now you've just washed that all out. And I'm giving you stats, facts, and data. Lisa's giving you stats, facts, and data. AJ's giving you stats, facts, and data. The other lad with C was new. He gave you stats, facts. So now intuition it wins. Okay, so God, stop.
You're gonna say, "Oh, it's just your intuition." No, I mean, both of them are undefeated. So one is 30-something guys couldn't beat him, and one is 20-something guys couldn't beat him. So that's proof enough that both of them belong in the ring with each other. Now, yes, looking at the body of work that they put in at 147, one seemed like it weighs a little bit more to the favor of the other, which I feel like it's the guy that I feel going to win the fight. But regardless of that, how heavy one bag is versus the other, I feel both fighters did what they had to do to get to the point that they're at. And only on July 29th will we know what the difference maker will be.
Yeah, so we're here to do star for star breakdown. This is what my show, this is what, just because you've not come along and only found me now doesn't mean I changed my show for you live. If we want to talk about what we're talking about, we will. It's just for you lot to fit in. You lot to fit in with me. I'm not here to fit in with you. Sorry.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying when I bring up something,
you got, because we can't go to no pro Spence channels and try to dictate what they're to speak about and how they're to speak about shit. We just don't bother go because we know that they don't operate from a sense of logic or fact. But yeah, they've got the gall that they feel that they can come on my channel and talk a load of shit and tell me how I must do things. And no, doesn't work. Wrong one over here, love. I told you can't beat me. You guys are new to the panel, so we're talking about some new stuff that you know, like star for star breakdowns. We talked about star for star breakdowns straight away. We already knew that anybody coming from Team Spence was going to say the stuff that you said, because I don't know if he was watching the show long enough. We already did impersonations of all of you, and before even knowing that you was coming on. So shouts out when you do the playback gang, you'll actually see us doing it you guys, because you come in with the script as usual. You ain't fault nobody.
Everything I say is a fact, bro.
Man, like we hear this every day, all day, every day. He got dropped by Velasquez. He fought Kim Kardashian. Like we've heard it all. Like it's boring. We've said it. We've lived it. Like you guys have just come in to repeat stuff. So like we're just hearing you out. Like we already knew what you was going to say. How embarrassing that's why I played the beginning bit of what AJ is saying and what we were saying that their script is. They came in on script. Shouts out to y'all. The heterosexuals. They got their holy scriptures, their Bible, boy, their Errol Bible. Errol. They've got their Errol. Ain't that hilarious that they came in saying exactly what we was like fucking about with and poking fun at? That these are the things that they say. That you got this 25-year-old lad and an older lad as well, which is, you know, across the board that they're all monolithic. They come and say the exact same things. It's hilarious. Let's go on 1 sec.
When I bring up a resume, you say they old. When I bring up somebody, you say they undefeated.
No. I said what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If he was rubbish when Bud fought him, it's rubbish when Spence fought him. If it was rubbish when Spence fought him, it's rubbish when Bud fought him. That's what we're going to do, because you guys do that guys do that with not you so much, but the Tyson Fury fans. Some of the no, you so much. I was actually trying to be nice. No, you so much. A Wilder fans, which I guess that you guys are as well, but you know, you do that same sort of stuff as well. He ain't fought nobody, but he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Here we just keep it a buck. We talk boxing, and that's it. Whoever don't like it, sorry. Like I said, not made out of sugar. You don't really have to tread around me lightly. Built for this. I do with stats, facts, and data. If you can give me some stats, facts, and data, I'm down for it. I like to learn. They couldn't. There was no stats. There was no facts. There was no data. But until then, when everybody comes in with this fucking script about he ain't fought nobody, resumes.
You think the rest?
And then he thinks that all he has to do is overtalk me, you know, because I haven't got no manners. But he did apologize in the end. That's what you're to do.
Resume don't mean shit as long as you are undefeated belt holder.
Yeah, it is. So fighters that don't have good resumes, you know when people support a fighter that doesn't really have a good resume, all of a sudden resumes don't matter. But Art Simmons' a resume, even though he's just spent the last 20 minutes talking about Danny Garcia's resume and this one's resume and Bud's resume is trash. But now the resumes don't matter which one it is. It may matter why you like Muhammad Ali because of his fucking resume. Anyway, shouts out to me. Anyway, mic drop. Ain't got time for it. Let's move along.
Hey, but LadyChann, can I be?
Well done. Outstanding. Impressive. Excellent. Test your might. Test your luck.
We're in the blood clot builders, and listen, the reason why we like great fighters, ask them if they like Muhammad Ali would be their number one fighter. Why? Because of his fucking resume. All of a sudden, the resumes don't matter. That was the mic drop moment. So we had to wait 20 minutes of them not realizing, Flossie not realizing that he was really getting desecrated. It just sounded like a total peon. And then he dropped that he was 25 and we was like, we get it. I got it. We get it. God damn. So, you know. So, yeah, I had to go through. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. Let me just have